I don't know if you guys like to smoke weed, but I like to smoke weed. Yeah, I do it on a daily. I love it, and I do it so much, and I'm so comfortable with it that I forget that there are people in the world who don't smoke weed. Like the guy I'm dating's grandmother, who decided to show up at the house this morning while I was sitting on the couch in my underwear playing video games and smoking a bowl. It's a true story. So I did what any reasonable person would do. I snatched that bowl up and ran in the bathroom, pretend like I didn't hear her knocking. That's what you would have done, right? Who's gonna sit on the couch in their underwear while somebody's grandma walks in and be like, "What's up, grandma?
Smoke it up.
You wanna hit this?" Just playing some Tetris. Anything like that? These would look so cute on you. This is very true. I was like, oh, dude, I'm ready to meet your grandma, just not half naked and high. Not yet. We'll save that for the wedding.
Being ugly in this country is the only demographic that we're still allowed to make fun of. Like, they have television shows just telling ugly people how to pair up. Like Oprah, for 25 years, all she did is come up with ways for ugly people to get laid. Almost it was like her community service. Like Oprah got drunk and ran over a bunch of children and I'm like, okay, you have to spend 25 years on television getting ugly people laid. And she did, and when she was done, she left. And Oprah's gone now. That woman told me what to say to who and what to say where for 25 years and she's gone. She just left. And there's not an Oprah 2. All she left us with is doctors. Lots and lots of doctors that don't know what the fuck they're talking about at all. But because they're doctors, they can just say things people has to be true. It's a doctor. Do you know that Dr. Oz went on television and said, in order for an average person to have a healthy and happy life, they have to have sex 700 times a year. A board-approved doctor went on national television and told his audience, to be happy and healthy, you have to have sex 700 times a year. If I tried to have sex 700 times a year, my hand would leave me and join the Addams family. The only way I could have sex 700 times a year is if I went to prison. But I don't think I'd be happy or healthy.
So I do a little bit of babysitting. This is true. This is what I do in my free time. But it's really hard to babysit when you look like the kind of guy that might not give the kids back. I thought it'd be really funny to join a babysitters club though, looking like me. You could call them up and they're just like, well, there's Teresa. She's 14. She makes straight A's and she's available after 5 p.m. And then there's Vanessa. She's an active member of the church. And she's available on the weekends. And then there's Brandon. He's 28. And he likes to party. And he's available when the fuck ever, really. But kids are weird, man. I do babysit. I babysit my friend's kids. I go over to my friend's house. And his kid, I swear to God, this kid only plays with two things. Two things. He plays with a little red Power Ranger and his dick. And that's it. You leave that kid alone with us, it's like a night out in Vegas. I go over to his house, and the kid's standing on the couch, butt naked. He's just squeezing his little pink Power Ranger. Like a fucking nurse taking your blood pressure. And he's just laughing. And he stared at me like, dude, do you know about this? I'm like, come on, man. It only gets way better. I'm like, are you going to end up with a blue Power Ranger if you're not careful? So my friend walks in and I'm standing there staring at his naked son squeezing his dick. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, why aren't you recording this? I don't want to be on To Catch a Predator again. It was really awkward to explain that to your mom. I am going to work on a sequel or a spin-off of To Catch a Predator. I'm gonna mix To Catch a Predator with Ghost Hunters. We call it Touched by an Angel.
When my brother was getting married, my sister-in-law was being a bitch. This is like before he married her. She was still a bitch. He still married her. But at the wedding, my sister-in-law insisted that we all wear white opaque tights underneath their fucking bridesmaids. You guys know what white opaque tights are. White opaque tights are the little girl tights that little girls wear to like their first communions and shit. They're tights you can't see through them. And they itch. Fuck you, Amber. At the time, I lived in Virginia, which is Savannah hot. If you've never been to Virginia, it's just fucking hot there like it is here. And my sister, and it's June, and my sister-in-law was like, you got to find those tights, you gotta ruin my wedding, fuck that, no. Fuck that shit, right? Okay, fuck that. Shit, hells, nah, fuck that. I'm like, fine, Amber, whatever. So I'm running around Virginia looking for queen-size white opaque tights. This is the fucking problem. And we end up at the Navy Exchange. Anybody ever do a Navy Exchange? Yes. It's a military department store. So if you take the indifference of the military and combine it with the indifference of people who work in department stores.
Well, they don't have plus sizes in the exchanges.
Well, yeah, this is fucked up. You get the fucking Navy Exchange. It's like the DMV of department stores, and nobody gives a fuck. So we're in the department store looking for white opaque tights. Otis, my father, is looking for toothpaste, but not the mint. He's fucking ridiculous. He thinks you're an asshole, but he's really retarded. He has no idea what he's talking about. He's like, damn, I want the toothpaste with the mint. I'm like, spearmint? He's like, no, the other mint. And I'm like, peppermint? He's like, no, you're an asshole. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. No. So he's gone off. I'm an asshole still. But my sister's behind me, apparently in the toothpaste aisle. And for no other reason other than the fact that she hates me, is saying the word dinosaur. But she's not just saying dinosaur like a cute little kid. She's saying dinosaur. 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 I said, Lauren, I swear to God, if you say dinosaur one more time, I'll punch you fucking dead in the face. This motherfucker looks at me, and she tests me in this moment. She looks at me, and she opens her mouth, and she says, Don, and I fucking balled my fist up and reared back and punched that chick right in the face. Let me give you a little perspective. I'm 10 years older than my sister. I was 22 when my brother got married. I punched a 12-year-old in the face. Do it again. I'll punch your kids. I'll punch a baby in the face. Fuck you. Hell no. I'm Amber if your baby is behind me saying dinosaur. Fuck that, no. I will punch your baby. So my sister's horrified. She just got punched in the face. She's horrified. She runs to my mother. She runs to my mother and she says, Mom, Perry hit me. She hit me, no. And for 1 second, my mother forgot that I was disappointed in her. She balled her fist up and said, what, like this, and punched my sister in the arm. And that's the only moment I've ever truly felt loved. Thank you guys. My name is Terrence.